audio. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us here. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. Just hang tight with us, and we'll give you just a moment, all right? Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Give us just a couple minutes here. We're getting everything situated for you, so hang tight, and we'll be back at this in just a moment. Hey, everybody. We're just testing our audio here, so if all of y'all out there can hear me, go ahead and type in your chat box. Let me know real quick.
Ready? All right.
Ready.
Hey guys, it's Josh here, and I'm with
Jamie
and
Mike.
And they flew in all the way from Delaware to come visit the showroom. So we've been sitting here for what, 4 hours now?
About 4 hours.
4 hours, the longest deal yet. We're almost there, guys, almost there. and Jasmine's over there. Comment if you want to see her more on more videos, please.
Yeah.
We're trying to get her on the YouTube channel. But anyway, we're going through some vodka here. Jamie says she likes vodka. So if you guys come to the showroom, we got vodka, we got champagne, we got a new Keurig machine over there. And we got them some food. How's the food?
delicious.
Yeah, we got some food from Amigos. They got the order right this time, thankfully. But yeah, so tell us a little bit about what made you fly out here, besides you wanted to meet me and get my autograph.
Well, we were really interested in getting started with our own photo booth business, but we just didn't find the selection or the support that we found with Photo Booth International, and we were serious about it, and we were like, we gotta go out and meet these people. Plus, you guys seem like really great people, so.
Oh, we seem like it.
Yeah, and you guys stayed in touch with me for almost a year now, so.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
Still
a while.
closing, the longest deal in the books. Been in the pipeline for so long.
It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end real
end.
soon. Definitely. We feel 100% comfortable now.
Yeah.
After coming and seeing everything, talking to you guys, and we're ready now. Definitely.
And what made you look into the photo booth business?
We just wanted to do something that would be fun, first of all, and second of all, we don't really want to work in corporate America anymore. We kind of want to do our own thing.
Okay, so hopefully your company doesn't see this video.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. We won't say where Mike works, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, welcome to the family. We're glad you guys came out here, and it was a pleasure hanging out with y'all and drinking vodka and having Mexican food.
We had a good time. Thank you for everything. Really
Yeah, you're
appreciate it.
welcome. So yeah, guys, if you guys looking to start a photo booth business, come out, hang out with us. Let's get some food, hang out. You can check out the showroom in the background. Go to all the booths there, and love to help you start your business. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Type it in the chat box there. Let us know. You guys doing good tonight? I see some familiar faces here, or names. Got Jeffrey. What's up, Jeffrey? Laura, how are you doing? So we're going to be doing this. We thought we would start these webinars, help out with the number one question we pretty much get, which is which booth to start off with. What booth is right for me? So tonight we got myself here, Lawrence. We got Alex. Alex.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
There we go. Alex, short and sweet. We're also here with our president and CEO, as always, Josh, the one you see in everything, everywhere for us.
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right. So tonight we're going to go over some of our booths. Let you know the right ones to get, the reasons why. Any questions that you have, go ahead and type them in that chat box there that you have. You can also call in or text in. We'll be able to address your questions that way. And make sure you stay tuned at the end, because we're going to have a special offer for you. And you don't want to miss that at all. So let's get right into this here. Let's start with a little bit of history and let you know kind of who we are, what we've done. More importantly, what Josh has done. Amazing entrepreneur. So 7 years ago, he started one man, one booth. I'm going to be quite honest. It was quite an eyesore. It's in our showroom here. If you guys want to come out and visit our showroom, you can see this relic. It's made of wood. It's hand painted, and got with his friend. He developed a second booth, and in that first year, he made 6 figures. So just one booth, one man, 6 figures in the first year, and knew he was on to something. So we have a lot of experience. We go back 7 years in the rental history there. So in that rental history, after a couple years of seeing where Josh got, he started to get the question, how do I do what you're doing? Anytime you're around a successful person, that's what you're asking, right? How do I get to where you're at? How do I do what you're doing? So he got that so much that he decided to start Photo Booth International. He wanted to get people out of the rut. He wanted to get people out of the 9 to 5. He wanted to get people to be successful, create their own hours, make their own money, become very lucrative. So that's where we're at here in Photo Booth International. So not only are we going to produce these booths at high quality, but we're actually going to show you how to start your own business, how to be successful at it. He has the proven track record. He has the formula, and we're going to help you out with this. And we're going to start by showing you the right booth for you. So let's start to go into some of our booths, show you guys here. Let's start off with the Prime booth. Now, when you guys are thinking about what booth you're looking to get, you're going to want to take a couple things into consideration. You're going to want to take into consideration the number of people you have helping you out. That's very important. You're going to want to take into consideration the transportation of it. That's going to be incredibly important as well. You want to have a reputable company, somebody that's been around, somebody that's done it, somebody that's not a new company that you don't get to see the faces. You don't get to see who it is, where they're from. Chances are, I'm sure if you Google mapped it and did Street View, you'd probably see a house and a garage of where they're working out of. So those are definite things you're going to want to take into consideration. And that's things we've taken into consideration. Josh took that into consideration when he developed these booths. He understood what it was like to do the do-it-yourself method. And that was incredibly difficult. It's costly. You find out you have more problems than you think you do when you start off with. So his goal when he got to this point was, I want to create booths that are easy, very simple to use, very simple tech support, not complicated. Anybody, whether you're 13 or 90, you can move these around, you can operate them, you can make money at ease. So let's start with one of these booths I'm mentioning here that do that. And if you can see on the screen here, we got the Prime booth. This is a big pride and joy of ours. So this is going to break down into 6 pieces. They're all industrial grade aluminum. So they're going to be very lightweight, yet very durable. They're going to stand the test of time. So with that in mind, as you break these down, each individual piece is going to weigh about 1 to 2 pounds, except for that top head unit. That's going to be about 10 or 15 pounds, which is still pretty light there. Altogether, you're probably looking at about a 20-pound booth to lift up without the printer on there. But the beauty of it is once you break it down into those 6 pieces, you can fit them in these travel cases that we sell for it. There's wheels on the bottom. There's a handle to pull it with. It's going to be very easy to transport, very lightweight, designed for anybody looking to get started, which is really important because if it's just you by yourself and you're going to have no help, you're going to need a couple things, and that's time. You can't buy time, right? Everybody needs more time. The faster you can get your booth in and out of an event, that just means the faster you can get to another event and make more money. So right off the bat, if you have a booth that is easy to put together, very quick, lightweight, easy to transport, you can start off by booking a lot of events right at once, make a lot of money right up front. So the Prime booth is going to be one of our favorites here. The front plate is a high density acrylic. And what that's going to do is you can see on the screen right here, some individual color lights on the outside. The high density acrylic, what that does is you can see it glowing blue. Not only do you get to see those individual lights there, but you get this whole front panel that glows. It's eye-popping, it's jaw-dropping, and it really steals the show at everywhere. As you can see here, another example, just look at that beautiful glow. So we love the Prime booth. When we released this a little bit ago, it just took off like crazy and everybody loved it. So much so, we decided to go ahead and take it a step further with the Prime Excel. So the main difference you're going to see here is the size of the screen. We've got a 19-inch touch screen here as opposed to a 12-inch on that Prime. So that's going to be the big attraction on this Excel here. You're going to find a lot of people are going to want a larger screen. It's going to help you out in a lot of different ways. The live view, when they're enjoying their experience and they get to see themselves, make sure they're in the composition of frame. And even for yourself, when you're creating templates on the machine with the software, it just makes it a little easier having that larger screen. Alex, you got anything you want to add into that?
I mean, with the Prime Excel, that's actually my personal favorite. Being the fact that the screen is 19 inches, it makes the viewing experience much more easier and more comfortable. So whenever you're at home, if you're getting ready for a gig and you're customizing a template, you could just sit on your couch, sit on a chair, and with the wireless keyboard, you can view everything much more easier. And you still have the same effects as you did with the original Prime. So you're still going to have the front acrylic plate that'll glow immensely with those LED lights. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Alex's personal favorite. When I started working in here, it was mine, but I'm going to show you my personal favorite coming up here soon because we're always looking ahead. We're always creating new models, and some of our newer models are blowing my mind, and we're going to get to that. To recap here a little bit, though, with this Prime Excel, it's the same as the Prime, just a larger touchscreen. That's really the difference that you're getting there. So same quality booth. It's going to break down to 6 lightweight pieces. It can be very easy to transport. It's a jaw dropper there. Yeah, we love this booth. Moving into some next ones, I'm going to show you one of my personal favorites, not the top one. I have another one, but I do love this one. And this one is specific to us. You cannot find this one here anywhere else besides us. That's our LED booth. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, there you go. Alex jumping in with that. As you can see, I just pulled up a picture and already it makes you want to go, I love it. So the front panel that I talked about on that prime booth, that high density acrylic, this entire booth is made of that high density acrylic. As you can see it glowing a little bit, it's got a white essence to it, a milky white essence. It's not quite transparent, not quite opaque. So the beauty in having it not 100% clear is that the booth will glow. So not only like the prime, you get to see those individual lights, but since this is made of that high density acrylic that front panel is for the prime, this entire booth glows. When you turn off the lights at the showroom, when we have people come and visit us, it's a new factor. I turn off the lights, and within 1 second of turning off the lights, I hear, ooh, that is pretty. So me and Alex here, we do numerous showrooms, and that's one of the effects we like to do, and it really takes off. Alex, how do people respond to you when you do that?
Absolutely. People are just dazzled. I mean, right from the get-go. I mean, they see the pictures, but when they see it in real life, when they actually come up here, when people fly up here, drive up here, you know, their jaws just drop because you have this full booth. You know, I'm about 5'6", and so I would say this booth is about maybe 5'4", about 5'5", and so when you see this beautiful booth just glow up, it really does catch your eye. If you truly want to do stand out, this is the way to go.
Yeah, definitely, and that's part of it. You really want to set yourself apart from others. You really want to make sure that you not only provide a fantastic experience, but provide something that other people aren't doing. That's a real key in business. And you can't get any more exclusive than this. This is ours. We have a patent on this. We've designed this. You can't find this anywhere else. All of our booths are turnkey units. So everything we mentioned and we're going to mention, you're going to get everything included that you're going to need. So what we're looking at here next is we're going to get to our PBI 11. Now, for those wanting to start just a little more simple, the PBI 11 we've had for a while, and this is our #1 sold booth. It's very sleek, very simple design, and it has the same effects for transportation. You're going to be able to break it down into 6 lightweight pieces. They're going to fit into a travel case. It's going to be really easy to get it in and out of places, and the design of it is unique. It's got that slanted head point to it. The strobe flash does fit on top of that. And yeah, make sure you guys are typing any questions you have. I see Jeffrey here.
Is there a trade-off with the screen being horizontal versus vertical? And what is the screen size, the LED versus the XL?
Fantastic. Excellent question, Jeffrey. So what we're looking at is the screen being horizontal or vertical. It's really going to be a little more of a preference. On the LED, it is a 22-inch vertical screen. So you are going to be able to see a little more of yourself from head to toe when you're standing up. Now, the camera is still going to be in a horizontal position, so you're still going to get the same composition as frame as you are with every single booth that we have besides the mirror booth, which is in portrait view. So from a photography standpoint, it being horizontal, the camera, and being what they call landscape view, the vertical screen versus the horizontal screen is merely just going to be a preference. When you go to design the template or you use one of the pre-installed templates that are in there by default, you may want to have a vertical screen for the way you've designed it, the way you want the image to come across, and how you want the guests to interact with it. The horizontal is going to be the same. So depending on the screen that you create or the one that you use already with Darkroom, and one might be well more suited for a vertical screen as opposed to horizontal. So it's really going to be a personal preference for yourself as far as the aesthetics that you like of it and what you're going to do with it, what you want to tailor it towards. So that was a great question there, Jeff. So be sure everybody else, like Jeffrey just did, add in your questions. We'll be sure to answer them anytime. Just interrupt us and we'll go ahead and address your questions for you there.
If you guys see a booth that you like, let us know, and we can go a little bit more in depth to it. If you like the PBI 11, whether the Prime XL, whichever one catches your eye, just let us know.
All right. Everybody's still with us. Everybody's still learning a lot. Have you learned a lot so far? Make sure you type in the box there and let us know how we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and keep going here, and we're going to get to the PBI 12.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so right now we have the PBI 12. The PBI 12 is a great model. We actually came out with a few versions of the PBI 12. Compared to the PBI 11, so the main difference between the PBI 11 and the PBI 12 is the fact that with the PBI 11, you're going to have a flash and umbrella, as well as you're going to have a knob that controls the shelf where the camera is sitting on. So if you have individuals who are, a bit taller, on the taller side, or shorter, you would twist the knob. Whereas with the PBI 12, you're actually going to have this head unit that you can actually tilt back and forth. So if you're wanting to save yourself some time, or if you want to skip a step of setting up the flash and umbrella, the PBI 12 would be the way to go. It's a simple plug and play situation with this one, and it still can break down into 6 pieces.
Very good. Yeah, definitely. So very similar. We got a question in from Mark about what sets us apart. When it comes to software, we like to utilize Darkroom software. There's a lot of benefits to third-party softwares. By us being able to do that, we can provide better tech support from you. So if we created the software ourselves, you would solely have to rely on contacting us to get any help. By us using Darkroom, you can contact Darkroom and you can contact us. On top of that, with PBI University, you're going to get access to a members area full of a community of successful entrepreneurs who are always there to help you out. So as far as what sets us apart with our software versus others, Darkroom software is one of the top 5 softwares out there if you do a little research on it. And one of the top pros for it is its shortest learning curve amongst other softwares. With the pre-installed templates, with the ease of customization, that is going to allow you to get jump-started much quicker than other softwares that will have a longer learning curve. And it's going to take a longer time for you to watch more tutorials, get used to your booth, get used to the software, have it looking just right. So that's going to be a huge difference in what sets us apart from other people that might make their own software.
Now, Lawrence, can I ask you, is this software that you have to constantly pay for, whether it be monthly or annually?
Good question. Yeah, definitely. No, not at all. So that's another benefit. You don't have to pay us for this software. You're going to get the software for life. It's going to come installed on there. So you get the first year, unlimited updates, absolutely free. Should you choose to continue to get updates after that, it's $99 a year annually to Darkroom themselves. Now, the software will function. You can still use it for life. It's just if you want to continue to get those updates. So the updates will be normal things like iOS has for Apple or Windows might have. I'm going to guarantee you they're not going to be as constant and invading as iOS and Windows like to do. But nonetheless, they'll fix things like glitches, little patches, things that people bring to their attention. And I think about every 6 months or 3 months, they have a unique update that they do. I remember earlier this year, they made the interface a lot more interactive and intuitive. So it was a lot easier for you to really see what you're doing. It's not a drop list. There's icons. It was just a lot more helpful for where we're at these days with apps and icons as opposed to words and listing. So they made it a lot more intuitive. Now, information about the training, Mark, that you're asking there, we'll get to that in just a little bit here. If you can hang tight for a moment, I just want to get through with some of these booths real quick. That's a very good question. And we do have a lot to offer when it comes in regards to that, more than anybody else that I've ever seen. And trust us, we do a lot of opposition research, and we've been around for 7 years. So please just bear with us just a moment. We're going to finish up with some more of our models here and give you a little more detail on these. So with this PBI 12, we went ahead and took it a step further. And going a step further, this made it my favorite booth that we have right now. And it's the PBI 12 black tie and white tie.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I like the black tie. We made that first. Then we made the white tie. Both are stunning and beautiful, but what I like about the black tie is the matte black color. When you turn off the lights, the booth kind of disappears a little bit in that darkness, and those LED lights around the perimeter of it glow even brighter. This is perfect for DJs. This is perfect for anybody that wants to start doing bars and clubs and things like that, with a little more darker atmosphere. This thing just really glows, and it's stunning, just like that LED booth we were talking about, how we turned off the lights and it just glows. We do the same with this, and it really catches people's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so if you're wondering, you can change the LED lights that are on the booth itself. So the same goes for the white tie, the LED booth, the Prime XL, and the Prime. You can all change these colors if you like. So that way, if you want it to be in rotation, so if you wanted to have like one solid color, let's say you're doing a wedding, that's all blue themed. They have some sort of cool avatar theme going on. You could tell them, hey, I can match that theme. And so you bring out your photo booth, and so you can program it to be all blue if you'd like. Or you can go for like a cotton candy look to it, or a candy paint mixture to it, however you'd like. It's very customizable. The same goes with the software that's on the booth. You can, through the pre-installed templates, you can use that, or you can customize your very own. But with the PBI 12, just like he said, the black tie is very stunning, and same goes for the white tie.
Yeah, and that's a very good point about the customization of the colors, because you're going to be able to market that. So let's say you book an event for a wedding, and let's say they have a color theme for the wedding, which is pretty common. What you can do is marketing towards them. It's like, I can go ahead and tailor towards that. I can make sure that my booth is matching the same color as your theme. No worries whatsoever. It's going to blend in. It's going to look beautiful, and the bride's going to be happy. And if it's, it's pretty common saying out there that if the bride's happy, everybody's happy. So that's a great marketing aspect to what any of these LED colored booths is, being able to market it in various ways towards people, aside from the fact that it's beautiful and stunning. You guys got any questions? Remember, just type them in there. We're going to go ahead and address it. We do see the kiosks in there popping up, Jasmine. Thank you for bringing those up. We are going to get to those. Let's just move ahead a little bit here and get to something outside the easy transport. So far, what we've done is we've talked about booths that are a little more tailored towards one individual, quickly breaking it down, not sacrificing quality, but being able to get to events quickly, get out of events quickly, and have easy light transport, being able to fit in the back of cars and things like that. So the XL is just like every other LED booth that we have. The color is fully customizational, Jeff. There's over 150 presets.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can do trailing colors. You can have it chase itself. You can have a blue light chase a white light. You can have solid static colors. You can change the speed of it. You can change the pattern. There's a lot of presets that you can do with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a matter of your own preference. You could, once you receive the remote, that's something you can play with. So whenever you're at home, you can go through the different functions and see how they all look. From there, again, it's just a matter of your own personal preference. Now we are going to go ahead and hop on to this most requested photo booth, not just with us, but across this industry. This booth is infamous, and it's called the Mirror 2 booth. We actually have two different sizes for this particular booth. The smallest one that we offer is the 55-inch, and the largest one we have right now is going to be the 65-inch. It's just a 10-inch different size with a price difference of $1,000. The top seller is going to be the 65-inch. You're going to need at least 2 to 3 people to help you out when it comes to transportation. That's the only downside of these booths. So once you You just need some help when it comes time to transportation. So whenever you're offloading it and unloading it and loading it back up, you would need like an SUV, a trailer, or even a pickup truck to help you out. But what's great about these mirror boots is that they're already built into its own road case, and on the back of them, there's 4 rubber stoppers. So if you do have a pickup truck, or if you do have a Suburban, a Tahoe, these boots will not fly around and start sliding around because of those stoppers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be key there with moving these around, because everything, this is an investment, right? You're spending a lot of money on these. This is your future. This is going to help your kids go to college. This is going to help you take your wife on vacation. It's going to help you set aside from retirement. So you're definitely going to want to protect it. So we've looked into the design of these and made sure that we covered all our areas. So that front panel is going to protect that tempered glass. It's industrial strength. It's going to be very durable. We love to punch it or bang it, knock on it with our knuckles. We have a showroom just to show how durable it is. But even still, you're going to want to protect it. So we got that front panel when it transports. We actually had an engineer, a little anecdote here. He was an engineer, and he came in and looked at it, and he wanted me to lay it down and look at the wheels, which to me, it sounded kind of funny. I want to see your wheels. But you know, I humored him, and I did it. And he's like, oh, I'm an engineer, and these are fantastic wheels. I thought they'd be rinky-dinky little ones, and no, these are really stout. So he gave it a spin. He liked the bearings. So I can tell you my own personal anecdote from an engineer standpoint. The wheels are incredibly durable and built in accordance with the distribution of weight for these boots.
Okay, so Jeff, I just got your question. Can you show us one of those setups? Set up against the case. So the mirror boot is already built into its case. So whenever you're at the event, you can just go ahead and remove the panel and then place that golden frame over it through the latches. It's just as simple as turning on the computer, turning on the monitor, and logging into the software, and that's it. There's no necessarily setting up piece by piece, because it does move as one whole unit. The full frame, the full screen can actually touch from all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. It'll be touch interactive. One great thing about the mirror booth is the fact that it's super interactive. You're going to have these cool mirror animations such as, touch me here, or press to start, or you're on fire, or blow me a kiss. That's what's really, that's what really catches the eye. But overall, just like Lauren said, whenever we're doing a showroom here, one of the customer's main concerns is the fact that, how durable is the glass. So just like you said, we'll knock on it, we'll break on it, or not, we won't break on it, but we'll punch it. We'll show them how durable it is because of that tempered glass. But the smallest one is going to be 100 pounds, and the biggest one, the 65-inch, is going to be 110 pounds. So they still are relatively heavy model. That is correct, yes. So again, that is one of the benefits of the mirror. Since it's in a portrait view, correct me if I'm wrong, Lawrence. If it's in a portrait view,
no, you're correct.
Yeah,
you're correct. You're using the proper photography terms there.
Awesome, yeah. So the customers do get to see themselves in the entire mirror. It is much larger than the computer screen on the XL. And so here's a quick demo video, not a demo video, but here's a quick video. Okay, yeah. So just as you've seen, with the XL, you're gonna have a 19-inch touchscreen, whereas with this one, you can either choose a 55-inch or a 65-inch. Yeah. So if you have any more questions, bring on the questions. We love them. Just let us know if you have any questions about this particular booth. Since it is the most requested booth that we are facing, we can answer right here, right now. There are going to be handles on the side for you guys to carry, so you can have one person on one end and the other person on the other end. Being able to transport it. Is there anything else you'd like to add in, Lawrence? Just making sure.
Aside from the fact that if you're loving this booth and you feel like this is the one for you, you really need to make sure you're looking at those topics we mentioned at the beginning that really need to be taken into account. And that's going to be who's helping you out and what vehicle you're transporting it in. So this booth right here, it's going to make you the most money. It's the number one requested booth on the market for weddings and such, and I think you can see the reason why. You have 55-inch or 65-inch reflective surface. What that's going to do is the other booths are going to have a live view. So they're going to see themselves in a little box, and the countdown's going to be there. And that's what's going to let them know where they're at in the composition of frames. So the benefit is the mirror is you get that large reflective surface. So it's really tailored towards events like weddings and black tie affairs, high-end corporate events where people are dressed up, because they're going to want to see themselves from head to toe dressed up in their gear. Not in a vain way, but let's face it, there's a lot of instances these days. A lot of people don't have to dress up, so they want to go ahead and celebrate that. They want to see that. They want to enjoy it. And this really lends itself to that experience. Now, Mark, as far as the software used for the mirror booth, it's the exact same software as our other models. Darkroom, we love using it. You actually can use the mirror animations on any booth. The reason you probably don't want to use it on the other ones, though, is that it removes the live view. So since the mirror has a reflective surface, you can see those animations, and you get to see a reflection of where you're at in order to take the picture. When you use the other booths, since it doesn't have a reflective surface, they're not going to see where they're at in it. So you're going to want that live view. So we're going to use the same software. It's just going to be a different event that you're creating, and it's going to use this set of animations. And just to touch on a little side point here, we do know somebody that customizes and makes various animations for this. You can actually have yours custom made by him. So anybody interested in that, you can just type in the chat box there, and I'll be sure to get you the link to that. You can check them out. There's everything from creating something specifically designed for weddings, any event. There are really some fantastic ones. Mark, I'm going to get you that link, and you're going to check them out.
With the one question that I do get on my part is do we have games on this particular mirror booth? And so to answer that question for the mirror booths, there are no games with the software, being the fact that we are aware there are other companies out there that do provide games, such as, Tic-Tac-Toe, the Screaming game. But when you're actually doing the event, whenever you're actually at the wedding, whenever you're actually at the quinceañera, the Sweet 16, you can just there's really no purpose for the games, because one, it can slow down the photo booth, and the main purpose of the photo booth is to take pictures, upload to social media, have the animated GIFs. And also with the games, it can end up crashing the photo booth. So the last thing you want is to be, 3 hours into the event, and all of a sudden, you have a couple of children, they're having fun with the photo booth, but the booth ends up crashing because of that purpose. And so there's really just no purpose. And so,
absolutely. That's a great point to pop out. This is a photo booth. It's not an Xbox One. So you don't need to do that. Let's face it, we can all pull out our phone and we can play a game much better than Pong or a screaming contest. So let's jump in there as far as the printer's concerned. Now, on the mirror booth here, the printer is going to be stored. You can't see it here, but on the opposite side of here, there's a little panel. So this little panel will open up, and the prints will come out the side at the bottom there. The 65-inch can house the printer inside at the bottom. The 55-inch, though, that one, the printer has to sit on the side. But that's part of the reason why a lot of people get the 65-inch over the 55-inch. Not only the larger surface, they figure, bigger is better. And I don't know where everybody is at as far as everybody paying attention right now, but right now we're in Dallas, Texas, and what we say in Texas is bigger is better. So it seems to extend to these mirrors. Everybody wants a 65-inch as opposed to the 55-inch. But the Mirror 2, to recap, number one seller, number one requested on the market, going to make you the most money. You're going to be able to tailor towards not only every event, but those high-end events as well, definitely. Laura, we're going to just jump into some software in a second here. We want to cover one or two more booths, and we'll help out with that. Yes, correct. The 65-inch is $1,000 more. So your 55 inch is going to be 7,500, and the 65 inch is going to be 8,500. It's another reason why people get the 65 inch over the 55 inch. They figure for $1,000 more, it's going to make 5, 6, 7, 8 times that amount more in the income that they get from that. So spend $1,000 now to make $10,000 later. It's kind of a no-brainer. So those are what we're looking at with the prices of those. But that is our Mirror 2. And as we looked at the mirrors and the success of them, we started looking into the design of something new that wasn't really out there. And we really came up with something beautiful. This is our oval mirror. This is brand new. We've only had this a couple months now, maybe 2, maybe 3. But the difference between these two is this isn't going to be built into its own road case. So that needs to be taken into account. This is going to break down into 4 pieces. It's industrial grade, high-end aluminum. It's thicker than some of our previous models to withstand the size of the screen, the display that's in there. So this will weigh about 120 pounds when it's put together. As I said, it does break down into 4 pieces, but this is going to bring us back to one of these questions that we like to ask everybody is how many people are going to help you out? You can manage one person with the Mirror 2 booth, but when you get to this oval booth, you're going to need somebody to help you out. That top part is going to be a little heavy there, so you're going to need somebody to kind of hold the base while you insert that top part into it. So you do need to make sure that if you're looking at this beautiful oval mirror, that you're making sure that you have the proper help for this. But if you do, this is one to jump to. That's that next level. We're always looking at where the industry is going. We're always trying to come up with something new, trying to improve upon what's already been done, and try to do what hasn't been done. And so this is where we came with the oval mirror. It's got a beautiful vanity effect to it. Right here, this entire perimeter, this goes extremely bright. So when it comes to this oval mirror, it's going to be probably, what do you think, Alex, 130 pounds when it's all put together?
I would say so. I remember when you put it all together, you were able to get the top part, but it is recommended to have at least 2 people, whenever you are putting that top part on there, whenever you're sliding it into that U bracket. How tall? So Jeff, you asked a good question. How tall is this one compared to the last mirror? With the Mirror 2, with the 65 inch, I would say it's about 5'6". With this one, this is about, I would say, 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, since you have the vertical oval aspect to the mirror, it's going to sit a couple inches higher than the Mirror 2 booth. So yeah, it's a couple inches higher. Now you're going to have a different size in the touch screen, but as far as the total height, Jeff, yeah, it's going to be just a couple inches higher. So to jump back, I want to make sure that I've covered everything. I'm not speaking too fast. And by the way, I'm drinking some coffee. So if I am speaking too fast, type in the chat box, let me know. I'll slow down for you guys. But if not, we're just going to keep moving and rolling through here. So this vanity-like effect to it, this entire ring here is a giant LED light. It's incredibly bright. It lights everything up beautifully. It has that, well, I keep saying it, vanity. It's got that vanity mirror look. And this really goes well for weddings. It's beautiful. It attracts the eye, attracts everybody's attention. Now, will the customer see the same in this mirror than the other? Yes and no. So since the total height of this mirror, I believe, is 42 inches in height, as far as the vertical aspect from center of the top to the center at the bottom, that's, it's a size difference between the mirror, but they're still going to be able to see themselves nearly from head to toe in this. But since it doesn't go from the floor up, they're not going to be able to see from the feet up to their head. However, if you do want to angle it just right here it's locked in here, so you can actually swivel this entire front to move forward and back so that you can probably get in children, people of a shorter stature like myself. I'm only 5'8". Alex here 5'6", or you can get some tall people, 6 foot, 6'2". You're getting upwards, and maybe even get Manute Bol in there. I don't know if there's any basketball fans out there. That guy was like 7'8". It was insane. But that just goes to show you the versatility of this mirror booth, of how you can really adjust it for anybody and their size. Now, does this come in any other colors? No, we have this in white only. Part of the design concepts, this works really well for weddings and classy events like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll develop another color in the future, but as of this moment, we only produce this one in white. Alex, you got anything you want to add in about this oval booth here? Anything you like about it? Anything you get a lot from customers that want to ask about it?
I remember the first time I saw this booth, it was absolutely stunning. I wondered though, I was like, where's the lighting source on this? I didn't see a flashing umbrella. I don't see a ring light, but boom, all of a sudden Lawrence just flipped a switch, and you just like he said, you have this LED light, this huge LED light just popping out, and there it was. And so you're not going to need an extra source of lighting whatsoever. This is going to be very sufficient for what you're going to be using, for what the purpose is. And so if you see right there, that power button is what's going to trigger it. And so, yeah, and so with this oval mirror, you actually get the case for free. And so that's also another benefit of the oval mirror. And so the case is going to be very durable. It's on wheels, and so it's going to be able to pack everything, all 4 pieces. So you have your oval, the head unit, then you have your U bracket, then your bottom base stem.
Absolutely, Jasmine. Let's take a look at the video here, and you guys can check out a little more about it. So, as you can see, that LED bright light there is incredibly bright. It's going to have the mirror animations. So it's going to have all the same animations that Darkroom will provide, that you'll use on the Mirror 2 booth. And again, you can contact the person. I'll send you guys the link to the one that makes custom animations for these, and you can do the same thing with that. You can upload it and change it out. So I guess, as you can see from the video, it's incredibly beautiful. I'm really at a loss for words for it. I love this thing. So anybody have any more questions at this exact moment, now that we're getting towards our last booth here in a second? Anything about the oval, the Mirror 2, the Prime, the LED?
Let us know if any one of them stands out to you, which one you prefer, which one you could see yourself with, doing business with. Just let us know, and we'd be more than happy to just go over it once more for you guys, see what's all included, and the price point if you guys have any questions about that.
Yeah, definitely. Type it in the chat box there. Let everybody know what you think of what you're leaning towards. They may have a differing opinion. That might be kind of fun to see who's looking at one. So as we're moving forward, we're going to get to our next booth, and everybody just make sure that you're sticking around, because we're going to have that special offer at the end there, and you're going to want to stick around for that. So we're getting there, but just bear with us here, and we're going to reach upon the last booth we're going to talk about here. And that was the oval mirror. So to recap here on these different booths, you got to take some things into consideration here. You got to make sure you know the number of people that are going to be helping you out, and be honest with yourself, and be honest with everybody. If you have family, let's face it, sometimes they can, well, not hold up to their end of the bargain. So you want to really make sure that you know how many people are going to be helping you out, because you don't want to miss out on business because somebody isn't holding up their end of the bargain. They're able to help you out here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play a short video, have a little break here, and you guys just stay tuned, and we'll be back with you in just a second here.
We really appreciate everything that Josh told us. We've watched his videos online. They're very helpful, and
customer service was great. Josh was professional. He was very helpful, and I'm very excited.
And I immediately got a phone call back from Josh, and he explained everything that I needed to know in detail. I wrote down my notes. I jotted down my notes, and when there was no reason for me to question or go any other route other than what Josh had explained to me, so I felt very comfortable.
Well, Josh and this whole team here at Photo Booth International did a great job.
It was great. Josh and Jeremy went out of their way to help me get set up with my first booth. Even got me financing on my second booth here. Just got this one this month, so very excited to work with those guys again.
Okay, so guys, just a few more minutes here. We're going to get to that special offer at the end there. What we want to do is jump in. We did have a question come in about the training. And as I mentioned before, ours is unparalleled. PBI University is something that you're not going to find anywhere else. Nobody else is actually going to probably care enough or take the concern for your well-being and your future to want to put this much effort in showing you what to do. So we talked about Josh being one man, one booth, making six figures. Wasn't easy. He made mistakes along the way. As any entrepreneur does, they take a risk and they're going to make mistakes. However, in that first year, as I mentioned, he made six figures. And knowing that struggle he went through, knowing that job he hated, everything, that's the purpose of PBI University. He wants to save you from making the same mistakes he did. So with PBI University, you're going to get everything you need on every aspect of training. So if you're thinking limited as far as how do I get training on my booth, how do I get training with the software, you're not even touching upon the scope of what we're going to be providing for you with PBI University. So within PBI University, you're going to get a business library that's going to have thousands of dollars worth of documents in there. You're going to get sales training, how to talk to people in a certain way, how to sell not your service to them, but your experience to them, how to talk to people properly. We have professional templates in there for emails so that you make sure that you represent yourself as professionally as possible. Within there, you're also going to get marketing training. That marketing is going to show you so many free avenues to market with. And let's just jump to the chase there. You can market for free and save yourself some money. What that's going to do is that's going to allow you to see your buyer persona, your target audience. You're going to be able to see who's coming back to you, what channels they're coming back to, so that when you are ready to invest and spend money in marketing, you're spending it wisely. You know you're going to get a return on it. You're not just throwing money away at YouTube or a Facebook ad or whatever. You're going to learn exactly how to customize it, exactly who to reach and target. That way you're getting a better return on your investment when you actually start putting money into marketing. Along with that, we're going to show you how to use a CRM. It's going to be a little industry secret in here, probably other companies aren't even going to tell you about. So CRM is going to stand for a client relationship management tool. It's going to organize everything from you. So with the custom website that we help build for you guys, and yes, we do develop a website for you. It's going to be needed. Everybody professional is going to have a website. And so we're going to help you out with that. So between that and the CRM, you're going to stay organized. You're going to make sure you don't double book anybody. You're going to make sure you have all their information intact and clear and easy to get to at any point. You're going to receive notifications to call them back. That's going to be highly important. The faster you can get back with somebody, the more likely it is that you're going to be that person that they go to. So those are going to help out. We also have a startup guide here. This is going to help so many people out. I'm going to be quite honest. I don't know how to start a company. I've learned through here, and that's how I've done. I've done it. I've just learned through this company how to start a business. But before that, I had no idea. So what we're going to include in our PBI University is a startup guide. We're going to show you how to get in touch with the county clerk's office. We're going to show about registering a name. What if your business name is already taken? I know, Jeff, we've talked about that. That is a thing that happens. This day and age of the internet and so many individual businesses, it's kind of hard to find a name that isn't taken. Little side note, a lot of bands have that problem. Names are taken a lot of times. Jeff, yeah, you're right. It is incredibly hard to find a unique name that hasn't already been taken by somebody else. Mark, we can get to an example of a website that we have created. Let's get to that in a second here, but let's also get to the business contracts because I feel this is very important. Alex, what do you think?
This is actually one of my personal favorites about PBI University. The fact that, we went ahead and created business contracts that are already pre-made for you guys to use. All you have to do is just edit it. And when I say edit it, I mean just input your business name, the event details such as where is it located, the time you'll be arriving, the time it'll be ending, and how much you're going to be compensated for. Otherwise, we used our own lawyers so that way we can save you time and money from having to go down to downtown, waste $300 per hour, or however much a good lawyer charges for making a business contracts. You're gonna be set up fully, step by step with this. Another aspect about PBI University is that it's gonna show you from the moment you've purchased the booth of what to do next. So we really do emphasize on. After the purchase has been done, we really do emphasize on going ahead and creating your account and logging into PBI University. So you can see step by step what to do next. So as you can see, from the shipping process to unboxing it, to setting up the type of printer you have, as well as to setting up the type of booth you have. We're going to go step by step into showing you as to how to go about that. And so we'll be able to lay out everything. So once again, step by step, from the moment you've received the booth through shipping to unboxing it and to setting up your own printer. We'll show you how to do that.
Definitely. That's our most successful clients have dug in immediately. What I love to see is once somebody has purchased a booth and we let them know you're going to get access to PBI University, my favorite thing is an email saying, hey, where's my email to log into PBI University? That shows me motivation, that shows me excitement, and that gets me excited. That makes me rush over to production team or processing team and say, hey, where's this email at? Because this person wants to make money now. And that's what we're here to do, is help you make money as soon as possible. So just to recap, you're going to get a business library with sales, marketing, and you're also going to get the videos that show you along the side here, DSLR, how to change some settings, some normal stuff that you're going to need, some frequently asked questions, some troubleshooting stuff, and the business contracts. We can't stress this enough how important this is. We're going to save you a lot of money with that. Let's say somebody doesn't want to pay you. They said, I didn't agree to this and I'm not going to pay you. It's not worth spending a few $1,000s on a lawyer to sue somebody over $700. So we're going to protect you ahead of time for that, to guarantee that you get that $700, $1,500, $2,000, $5,000 from that event you're doing, and not have somebody go ahead and take off on you like a hit and run. I don't know if everybody's been in a hit and run situation before, or a stop and, hey, let's not involve the insurance company and let's trade information, because that never works out. Same thing could kind of happen to any kind of business that you do like this, and we're going to protect you from that.
Yeah, as well as we also do get a lot of questions about, hey, do you guys have some sort of price listing services? Do you guys tell us how to price the services? And we do. And so even if you're a DJ, just like Josh was, just like Ronnie was, we have that formula in there for you. So you can see step by step as to how you should price your services. Even taking into consideration about, even going as far as the mileage, how far the event is, and if you should charge by mile, as well as if you want to add on any event accessories such as some confetti cannons. Many people don't think about those other props to fully maximize your event. You're going to want to get it all. And through that price listing, we're going to show you how.
That's incredibly important. That's maybe the second most asked question that we get.
Oh, yeah.
How much do we charge?
How much do we charge? Yeah. I mean, people call us, hey, since you guys are the professionals, how much do you charge for a photo booth rental within this industry? And so we have to break it down to them about what typically the industry is. So if you don't already know, it's typically around from anywhere from $200 to $250 per hour. But you also do have to take into consideration the type of economy you live in.
And we're going to help out with that suggestive pricing that we have in PBI University. As you can see here, this is one example, 2-city event, $12,000. Money is to be made out there. If you're thinking weddings, you're thinking birthday parties, you're already limiting your scope and you're limiting the amount of money you're going to make. So with these professional ones, as you're going to see here, a lot of fun, interesting stuff. Let's take a look at this. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot of fun events you can do. Jeff, can she get a Santa prop? Well, I'm not sure. Can you be her Santa prop? I'm sure she would love that. I mean, these women seem to be loving that Santa prop. I think you got it, Jeff. You can be her Santa prop. You got this. No worries. But I digress. As we can see here, 2-city event, $12,000. You guys are familiar with Poopery probably now. I think it was on Shark Tank or something like that. So these corporate events are really huge. Scrolling forward here, you're going to see with us, and thank you guys very much real quick on a side note for bearing with us here. I know it's running just probably a teensy bit long, but I could talk forever about the quality of boots we make, how important they are, and how they're going to help you with success. But I'm not going to talk forever because we all got lives. You guys got stuff you probably want to do tonight that's fun, like plan out your business plan for your photo booth company.
Absolutely.
But as you can see here, we are the highest rated photo booth company on the planet. We have the most 5-star Google reviews. You know, if you're looking around, check Google review. See what the public has to say about somebody. You should be able to see something like this on every company out there. This goes back to what we stated before, a reputable company. somebody that's there. I've heard horror stories of I lost my $500 deposit, doors closed, I'm trying to find this company, and I can't. So that's a sad fact of anybody looking to take advantage and exploit any emerging industry. And it's going to happen every time. And that just only goes to show how much money can be made and how successful an industry is when you get those people that are looking to exploit it. We have another event here with Facebook. They paid $4,000 for the event. Again, as you can see with the focus here, I'm talking about money to be made with corporations. Don't limit your scope of what you could do. Don't think that you can only do parties. You can only do certain types of events. Use your imagination. Quinceañeras, that's a big one for it. Well, I've actually sold one to a funeral home. Have no idea what they're going to use it for. But again, your imagination is going to be your limit. So just keep discovering all the ways you can make money with it. And we're going to help out with that differently. Now, Jeff, the difference between the oval and the Excel is mere appearance. You're 99% correct in that. That's going to be the difference between all the booths we have for the most part is the aesthetic quality to it. But what you're going to need to take into account with that is what events you're going to want to do, the type of businesses you're going to want to get into, your transportation. They're all going to run the darkroom software, so they're all going to do the same things. Green screen, boomerang GIFs, doodling on the photograph. So you're correct. The only difference is going to be the aesthetics of it, which will be transportation, everything that you're going to need to keep into account. So yeah, correct. You can reuse the green screen with every single booth. And that's a big one. That's requested a lot by people because you can do so much with it and create such a wonderful experience. You're going to gain access to a community of some of the most kindest and amazing people in the world. And that's going to be our members only Facebook group, 350 plus entrepreneurs. They're all going to be doing what you're doing. They're going to share ideas. They're going to share topics. They're going to show you their setup. They're like, hey, I killed it at this event. This is where I got this from. This table is really cheap. I got this here. It's a wonderful community, and you're not going to be alone. They're going to help you out with this. The scariest thing about being an entrepreneur or getting into a business is doing it alone. So we're going to go ahead and take away that fear from you, and we're going to throw you in with everybody else that has shown success. And we have some people in here that have been doing this for 2 to 3 years, and they're going to jump in there, and they're going to give you valuable information, and making mistakes is experience. I like the quote, I call experience. That's a fantastic one. Whether it's successful or failure, you learn, and knowledge will give you that experience. So you're going to have everybody in this community helping you out here. The average response time is under 5 minutes. Again, not alone, and it's constantly growing. This is 1.7 thousand posts and comments. We have some people that contribute 300 comments in a month. They're engaging. They're getting with people. They're sharing ideas, and they're providing tech support as well. So you're going to be part of a community that's just really unparalleled with anybody else. And when people do research, they come back to us. They let us know that they didn't find anything like this anywhere else. So we would really love for you to become the newest member of PBI family. By the way, this is me, Lawrence, and this is Alex. If you guys are wanting to place a face with the name, we'd love to see you in a showroom so we can actually meet in person. But until then, here's Alex, here's me, and this is our good buddy Brian who came in. And an example of the mirror booths, how beautiful they are, he came in and kissed his whenever he came to pick up his booth. So we help everybody. Everybody becomes successful. That's our goal here. Our tech support. This is going to be 24/7. We're going to take care of you. We're going to go ahead and provide free shipping. If we can't troubleshoot it over the phone, then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and Zoom and try that. We designed these so simple that we took into account if you're a 15-year-old or if you're a retired 85-year-old person looking to do this on the weekend. We made this as simple as possible to, if we if worst comes to worst, we need to replace something, we ship you a new part, you'll be able to install it. We'll guarantee that with you, that we will help you out in that process, and it will not be as difficult as you're probably imagining in your head right now. There's no such thing as a ridiculous question in my mind, Jeff. Now, when it comes to the oval and the Excel, you're starting off, I'm going to say Excel right away. I love the oval mirror, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful one, but Jeff, if you're not going to have somebody guaranteed to be with you every single time, that's going to be cause for concern. That's something that really needs to be taken into account. You always got to think about that worst case scenario. So worst case scenario, you're by yourself. Maybe you're not feeling well. Maybe you're ill. Maybe you hurt your shoulder and you're the only one to do this event. It's going to be hard getting that oval mirror together. It's going to be hard transporting that mirror. So that's a big thing to take into account. If you have all of that taken care of, yeah, the mirror is going to be a beautiful one. We've gotten such rave reviews about it. We've had people that have flown from Atlanta set on getting a different booth. They saw the oval mirror and they decided right then and there to switch and get the oval mirror on the spot. So my personal preference between the two, I'm not going to lie, I love the Prime Excel a little more so. The colored LED lights are a big thing with me. I really love them. Alex, do you prefer one over the other?
I'm not going to lie. Just like you said, it's going to have to be the Excel. In any shape, form, matter, you can hand me the Prime Excel and I'll go out and knock on people's door and find an event for that thing. The Prime Excel is just portable friendly, and that's one thing that I mean, especially since you, especially if you are starting out, that is one thing you want to take into consideration. You want to start off with something that you can handle, regardless of who's there or not, who's going to be able to be there for you. And with the Prime Excel, anybody can learn this. So if you're just hiring somebody, all they would have to do is just send them the link to PBI University to show how the setup is for the Prime Excel, and they'd be good to go. So just like you said, if your shoulder hurts one day, just send them the video for Prime Excel, show them how it breaks down, how to put it together, and you'd be good to go, especially since this is something you're just starting out with.
In all honesty, now that I think about it, I would get an Excel and 3 months later I'd get an oval mirror. Diversify, appeal to as many people as you can, provide options. That's going to be one of the smartest things that you can do as growing a business. So we're going to end it there and recap just a little bit. You guys want to take into account those couple things. People, how many people are going to be helping you out? Transportation. Can it fit in your vehicle? Will you have to rent a trailer, a truck, or a van? That's a huge part of this. Making sure you're buying from a reputable company. Do your research. Again, pull up Google Street View and see if it's a garage or if it's an actual business in a building. So we're going to go ahead and end it there. Now, for those of you who stay tuned, as we said, we do have a special offer. We have an amazing company called kingprops.com with prop signs that are beautiful. They are in the front office of our building here. So when we have showrooms, sometimes we don't even get to the showroom for a few minutes because they're stuck looking at each one of our props that we have here. So right now, if you're wanting some amazing props, we're going to give you $100 off kingprops.com. For those of you who right now go ahead and put down a $500 deposit, we can get you started. You'll get access to PBI University. You can start learning everything. Even if you don't know what booth you want yet, you can still put down a deposit. You can still get this $100 off. It's going to be a coupon to get amazing prop signs. We have 10 for 60 or 6-pack for 60. I apologize for that. The best value that we have, though, which that coupon is going to be great for, is our set of 64 props for $200. This is going to cover so many different things. Quinceañeras, I'll tell you right now, that's an untapped market right there. A lot of people don't think about. The Spanish ones sell really well with us. You're going to get one for New Year's. You're going to get just normal party ones like I'm here for the booze, things like that. You're going to get Halloween ones. So type it in there. let us all know what booth you guys like out of what we talked about tonight. We always love your guys' feedback. And also let everybody else know what you're thinking about too. That may get them to start thinking about the booth you're thinking about. So let's connect here. You can call us at 972-301-2930, extension 2 for sales. You can also text in at that number. But let's get you started. Let's get the deposit in there. Let's get you started on PBI University. Let's get you the $100 off. Let's get you a 64 set of props here. So today only is what we're going to do this. So if you guys call in tomorrow, if y'all send me an email tomorrow, it's not going to work. It's not going to be applicable. This is just for right now, for y'all tuning in, taking the time out. I appreciate it so much. I know time is so valuable, like I mentioned before. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you found this very informative. I hope we covered a lot and give you guys a lot to think about. This is a big decision, and I hope we made it a little more simple for you guys.
Absolutely. And so again, with the prop set, you could choose between the 64 set of props if you want to go for a general set of theme, whether it be your weddings, your birthday parties, your holiday parties, or you could choose between, your holiday seasons, such as Hanukkah, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, New Year's Eve. So again, go ahead and give us a call, 972-301-2930. You can also text that number as well, 972-301-2930. Thank you, guys.
All right, everybody. This is Photo Booth International. Lawrence, Alex, and Josh here signing off. Till next time.